Louisiana Tech Techsters, we start with the women's team who are coming off of a 14-19 season last year. They lost in the semifinals. This year they come in picked 5th in the Conference USA preseason poll. They've got a new look this year, 9 fresh faces, including 6 freshmen. All freshman returner Gianna Morris is the headliner. They're looking for leadership this year with Ncaaw Robertson, Salma Bates both graduating. They're expecting a lot of impact from this freshman class. Paris Bradley and Jordan Marshall, just to name a few. The non-conference schedule, they go to Baylor, who was in the NCAA tournament last year. They face TCU on December 15th before opening Conference USA play versus UTEP on January 2nd. Well, we are excited to welcome Louisiana Tech Lady Techsters head coach Brooke Storr, as well as Gianna Morris, onto the program. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Well, Coach, you told me last year wasn't to the standards that this program has been built on. What did you guys do this offseason to correct that?
I think just getting back to the basics of understanding how important it is to compete in every single aspect and every single thing that we do every day. And so much of that is mentality and mindset. And I think it starts with a point guard like Gianna Morris, who has the ultimate self-motivation and self-discipline. And I think that's carried over to our newcomers and our freshmen. But she has that voice and she has the ability to lead in that way. And I think it's been really fun to see that develop. And as far as our chemistry and continuity, as we've gone through off-season workouts and then summer workouts and then now these preseason workouts.
Coach, you mentioned the chemistry there, and as a head coach, you're in the relationship business, and I know that that's something that you and your staff value. What are some ways this offseason that you guys have gone about trying to cultivate some of those relationships?
Yeah, we've spent weekly book time, have gone through a book together and just tried to be vulnerable and open up and share some things of why we are the way we are and how we're wired and designed and what that looks like in terms of being a great teammate. And I think any time that you can do that and allow those players to share those things, I think that's great for your program and for your future. Just anytime we can get together, they hang out a lot off the court, whether it's someone's cooking or they're bowling or going to a movie or going to a restaurant together. They do a really good job of generating some of those things on their own. I think when we can let those things develop organically and it doesn't feel forced for them, I think it's really positive because it's real and it's genuine. And I think that this group has been able to do that. They're just fun to be around. They have a youthful exuberance and energy about them. And it makes it fun to come to work every day. They're not dreading being there. You're excited to see them. Every day's a new day. Sometimes our freshmen wake up in a different world every day, and we're excited to see what that looks like. So it's been fun in terms of looking at some of those things. But again, you do your normal, go have coffee, go have, for me, Diet Coke. A smoothie, Sonic drink, whatever, extra shooting, just little things that you can connect with them on a daily basis.
Hey, I'm always down for a good Diet Coke. Coach, you lose Ncaaw Robertson, you lose Salma Bates. They were staples on the court, but their leadership was huge for this team last season and throughout their careers. Who are some people that you've already seen step into those leadership roles this season?
Oh, I think Gianna's definitely one of those. I think she's a leader by example. She's going to show up every day and be consistent in terms of how she's going to approach practice mentally, how she's going to go about her business off the court, and how she's going to lead that way. And then her play has spoken for itself early on in her career. And I think that that's, going to give her confidence moving forward in order to do that more for us. We're going to, we've asked her to do that more a little bit already. We've seen her be more vocal. I feel like she's done a really good job with that so far. I think you're going to see Robin Lee take that next step. She feels much more comfortable in expressing those things. And she loves to be in the gym, is always in the gym. And I think that she's been with us during a championship run. She understands what that looks like. And she's approaching this 5th year for her as how do I get the most out of this group and how can I contribute in some different ways than maybe I have in the past.
Coach, we saw Gianna have a great freshman season, really burst onto the scene in the conference tournament last year. What are some of your favorite parts about her game?
Oh gosh, I'm kind of partial point guard. So it's when you've got someone that just is serious about competing in every aspect of her life. That gives me great comfort because I know who she's going to be when she shows up every day. I'm not worried about that. She's an extremely serious student, does great in the classroom, but she shows up every day with the mindset of, I want to win. And what is it going to take for our group to be successful? Now, as far as her play on the court, I love to see her in the open floor and just the way she can create for others. I think her three-point shot, you're going to see be even more consistent this year as she's gained strength. Being a freshman and getting thrown into the fire as a starting point guard is sometimes difficult, and I thought she handled it beautifully. I think some of those trials and some of that adversity has made her even stronger, and so it's been fun to see her go through things for a second time around and look even more comfortable out there with the ball in her hand. She's just got great command of the basketball, and I think that's what you want in a point guard.
Well, I'd say she made that move to college and made it look very comfortable, seamless even. Gianna, for you last year, what was the biggest adjustment from the high school game to the collegiate game?
Definitely just being the point guard and really just commanding the offense of my team. Just my coaches having everything go through me. That was something that was really different for me. Even in high school, I was never really the main point guard. So just to come in and being told, like, you're going to play the point, I think it was something I took on and something I just try to, do my best at as the year went on.
Gianna, as soon as the season ended last year, obviously a great year for you, you went right back to work. What were those areas that you really focused on?
Definitely, beyond the three-point line, trying to get those numbers up. Just improving my vision, making reads. I'm definitely watching a lot of film. That's been something I've been really into in the off season, and just getting in the gym. Just any off time I have, finding an open gym, trying to get some work in with me and my other teammates.
Well, it suddenly feels like you're an elder statesman on this team. Obviously, a lot of young freshmen joining this roster this season. You were one just a year ago. What's your message to that group?
For them, to anything, is just keep pushing. It's a long season. We're going to have our ups and downs, and I think the thing that I've talked to them the most about is just staying level-headed, keep going. Not every day is going to be great, but you have to make the best of each day you're given. So I think for them, just knowing that at the end of the day, we have each other. So just lean on each other. And I've been in that position just a year ago. So if you need anything, I'm here always.
Definitely an important message there. Gianna, Coach Storr, appreciate your time. Wish you guys best of luck this season and can't wait to see what you guys are able to accomplish.
Thanks, Noah.
Thank you.